Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Rizka Amalia. I am from class PBSC. Now, I'll reading about method of education is versus ways. A teacher from a Western country recently visited an elementary school in an Asian country. In one class, she watched 60 young children as they learned to draw and cut. The teacher drew a big circle on the blackboard and and 60 children copied it on their papers. The teacher drew a smaller circle on top of the first and then put two triangles on top of it. The children drew in the same way. The lesson continued until there were 61 identical cats in the classroom. Each student cat looked exactly like the one on the board. The visiting teacher watched the lesson and was surprised. The teaching method were very much different from the way of teaching in her own country. Children are living in her own country produce room full of unique features, each one completely different from the others. Why? What caused this difference in educational method in a classroom in any country? The instructor teacher more than art or history or language. He or she also teach your country the ideas and belief of the society. Each educational system a mirror that reflects the culture of the society. In a society such as the United States of Canada and cultural difference, people highly value individualism. The difference between people. Teacher place a lot of importance on the qualities that make each student special. The educational system in this country show these values. Students do not memorize information. Instead, they work individually and find answers themselves. There is often discussion in the classroom at an early age. Students learn to form their own ideas and opinion. In most Asian societies, by contrast, the people have the same language, history, and culture. For this reason, the educational system in much of the Orient reflects society's belief in group goals and purpose rather than individualism. Children in China, Japan, and Korea often work together and help each other on achievement. In the classroom, the teaching methods are often very formal. The teaching lecture and the student listen. There is not much discussion. Instead, the student recite rule or information that they have memorized. There are advantages and disadvantages to both of the system of education. For example, one advantages to the system Japan is that students learn much more math and science than American students learn by the end of high school. They also study more hours each day and more day each year than North American do. The system is difficult, but the prepares student for a society that values discipline and self-control. There is, however, an disadvantage. Memorization is an important learning method in Japan school, yet many students say that early in exam they forget much of the information that they have memorized. The advantages to the educational system in North America, on the other hand, is that students learn to think for themselves. The system prepares them for a society that values creative ideas. There is, however, a disadvantage when students graduate from high school. They haven't memorized as many basic words and facts as students in other countries have. Okay, I think isn't enough. Thank you very much for your good attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.